have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Niger what yo? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad for the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and we recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you
Now, for the umpteenth time, I have said it that every time I talk about Tinubu, it has nothing to do with the way I feel about the Yoruba people. Now, if you are watching this video and you think my displeasure with Tinubu has something to do with my dislike for the Yoruba people, and you think it makes you sleep well, I have no regrets, but it has nothing to do with it at all. Now, part of the reason why I am kicking against Tinubu is the type of legacy he is leaving for our youth. One of which is the idea that he is a master strategist. And the strategy you are talking about is more or less like a cunning way of getting things done. Now let's take the election, for instance. During the election, we saw where bishops, fake bishops were dressed, for crying out loud. This is a country, 21st century, that thing was done. Now, in case you have forgotten, we saw how the judiciary brazenly, clearly showed that they were not interested in delivering a just judgment, where they said cameras, you allow camera into the court, but the cameras should not be directed at them. If you're going to deliver a judgment, why are you afraid? The courtroom is a public place. Anybody can walk into a courtroom to listen to a case. The courtroom is a public place, so any judgment is privy to be heard or seen by the public. But in Nigeria, they said no. I've been watching a lot of court program live, divorce court, A lot of them, and it's live, and people watch it. So, who is this man? How do I see him? Well, I see Tinubu as a man who has gotten everything. Who has gotten everything. And he believes you can get anything if you truly want it. You can get anything if you want it. Now, I don't want to go into the story of the other story of how he got it. I don't want to go into story. I just want to talk about him now. Now, if we agree that this is how things are supposed to be done, what exactly are we telling our unborn children? That you can actually become so mysterious with your name not ascertained, your origin not ascertained, your certificates not ascertained, your identity is not ascertained, your whole being is not ascertained, but you can actually come to Nigeria with an understanding that you can actually use your money, which we also don't. Tinubu is not into oil and gas. He's not controlling some giant company. Yes, according to allegedly report released by the United States, that he owns about $22 billion. $22 billion, allegedly, again. But what exactly? Because I'm more interested in the legacy we're living. That's my biggest problem. Because I see some young boys, they are fascinated with the fact that the guy knows how to get things done. Look, politics is not criminality. Although politics might involve ways of trying to outsmart or outwit or outdo your opponent, but it didn't say you can criminalize those ways. It didn't say so. So our youths are becoming fascinated about a guy that does things and get things done, no matter how he does it. So now we have a corrupted judiciary. Now, I say this not because, you see, a lot of these Tinubu supporters, you think we're doing this thing because Peter Obi lost election. For crying out loud. If Tinubu had come in and used the right way and he's doing well, nobody will speak anything. Nobody will say anything. We are not interested in the tribe of the man that will fix this country. We are not interested in where the man comes from. All we just want is the country to be good. So you don't come in through the window, and just because you are sweeping my house, I will look at the action of sweeping my house and forgot how you came in. Nobody will see a thief in his house, and because you are sweeping the house, say, "Oh no, no." What is wrong is wrong. What is wrong is wrong. For those of you who are believing that Tinubu will beat Peter Obi hands down, that's not true. In a free and fair election, Tinubu will not even... Me, Magnus Oraka, I will beat Tinubu in a free and fair election. I will beat him in a free and fair election. Nigerians know what is good. Tinubu cannot even defeat me, Magnus Oraka, in a free and fair election. No way. So, my candid opinion is this. When we hear people like us talk, it's not because we hate the Yoruba people. But Tinubu is a man who has grown old into his ways of getting things, and it's never by the book. And this action has become endearing and liked by most youth, seeing it as a daredevil kind of actor no dey die movie thing. That's not true. That's not a legacy we should encourage our generation to emulate. We want a country where elections are done openly. Elections are indeed free. Votes indeed count. Not those who are able to manipulate the system without getting caught becomes people will clap for and say they are They are maestros, they are jagaban, or whatever nomenclatures that used to, elaborate their excesses. I don't do that. I may not look like an honest person, but I am an honest person. So, what do you want? A Nigeria where politicians know how to manipulate the system, manipulate a Nigeria where politicians know how to manipulate the system to get what they want, or a Nigeria where the system for which it is designed actually selects the leader? Be honest and say the truth. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please follow this page and share this post.
I made up my mind I was not going to talk about this whole issue. I have not even watched, I haven't watched any of the videos that I see flying around, and I'm talking about the interview between that Kenneth Okonkwo gave, and I see a lot of reaction. I think there are certain things that he said either about Mr. Peter Obi or analyzed. I haven't watched, and this is I haven't watched anything. I deliberately didn't watch it because initially I was like, I was not going to talk about it. But I just saw Jeff Okonkwo For, who on Opinion Nigeria. By the way, look up Opinion Nigeria. They have a lot of, interesting pieces out there. And so he sent this in. He calls it Kenneth Okonkwo's Descent into Delusion, a case of desperation and hypocrisy by Jeff Okonkwo For. So this is what I'm going to read out. Is the opinion that Jeff, has out here. So he said Kenneth Okonkwo's accusation against Peter Obi do not hold up to scrutiny. First, his claim that Peter Obi is not fighting hard enough ignores the fact that Obi challenged the election result up to Supreme Court. What more does Okonkwo expect? Does he want Pete Obi to take up arms? His criticism suggests either misunderstanding of Nigeria's legal system or a deliberate attempt to paint Obi as weak. And so for me, I hear a lot when people are saying, oh, Peter Obi did not fight enough. Peter Obi did not fight enough. I mean, fight like how? Oh, he needed to carry people and say, oh, be on the street. Why didn't every other person tell people to be on the streets? I mean, it's like when Chibok, I guess, abduction happened. We weren't waiting for the parents to tell us to be on the street. We came out and we were on the street. And by the way, this is the part that I hate the most. People were on the street from the day, even before they started announcing the election. Prior to, I think, 2-3 days before the final result, from the day they started collecting those results in Abuja, people were on the streets. Nigerians simply refused to join them. They didn't join them, and then they are looking for everything excuse to say that, oh, this is the reason why they didn't join. And I see people who say, oh, if I had 6 million people voting for me, yes, you would have put their lives on the line. But Mr. Peter Obi said he doesn't want to put anybody's life on the line. If there's any example of I don't think my ambition or my winning is not worth anybody's blood, this is it. This is what it means. Because I just don't get it, all of this thing. Does Mr. Peter Obi have 2 heads? Why are we not doing it? Why are we, every one of us, why are we not doing whatever it is that we say that he's not doing? For me, that's how the things I look at. Why do it? You understand? Do it. So the next thing is, in recent weeks, Nollywood actor turned political commentator Kenneth Okonkwo has taken to social media and television platforms to launch scathing attacks against Peter Obi, the Labour Party's 2023 presidential candidate. His latest accusation that Peter Obi has betrayed him and the obedient movement reeks of desperation, inconsistency, and a troubling lack of self-awareness. Worse still, Kenneth Okonkwo's rhetoric increasingly mirrors the hypocrisy he once condemned in the All Progressive Congress. Like I said, I haven't watched this. I haven't watched his video. When I started seeing, on Twitter, people talking about this whole that he said betrayed him, whether Peter Obi. I thought maybe sometimes people try to twist things. When people say certain things, they twist them. But I've seen increasingly more people, reacting to it. I've seen a lot of reaction to this whole thing. And so, Jeff Okonkwo For continued by saying, a closer examination of Kenneth Okonkwo's political trajectory reveals a man whose loyalty shifts with the wind, whose arguments lack empirical grounding, and whose recent outbursts suggests either delusion or a hidden agenda against Peter Obi. Kenneth Okonkwo was one of the most vocal supporters of Peter Obi during the 2023 election. He positioned himself as chief defender of the Benue movement, frequently appearing on TV to attack the APC and defend Peter Obi's policies. Fast forward to 2024, and Kenneth Okonkwo now accuses Peter Obi of betrayal, a claim that collapses under scrutiny. What exactly is Peter Obi's alleged betrayal? This is what Jeff Okonkwo is asking. Kenneth Okonkwo claims that Peter Obi didn't do enough to reclaim his mandate in court. For me, I don't know what doing enough. He went all the way to Supreme Court. Kenneth Okonkwo was one of the lawyers. He took in lawyers. I mean, he did. I don't know. Maybe there's something I'm missing somewhere. But this argument ignores reality. Peter Obi pursued his case to the Supreme Court, exhausting all legal avenues. Does Kenneth Okonkwo expect Peter Obi to stage a coup? His criticism is not just unfair, it's irrational. Moreover, according to Jeff Okonkwo, Kenneth Okonkwo's sudden shift raises questions about his motives. Is he genuinely concerned about the movement, or is he frustrated that his own political relevance is fading? His recent tone echoes the same baseless accusations that APC propagandists use to discredit opposition figures. Kenneth Okonkwo's accusation against Peter Obi do not hold to scrutiny. First, his claim that Peter Obi... Okay, I think I've read that already. Second, Kenneth Okonkwo's assertion that Obi is not speaking out enough against Tinubu's government is demonstrably false. Obi has consistently criticized Tinubu's policies, from the disastrous fuel subsidy removal to the falling value of Naira. Okonkwo's selective amnesia is telling. I don't understand. If there's any one person, literally every issue, Mr. Peter Obi is talking about it. Literally every issue. He's the opposition that we have in Nigeria, the only opposition. Political parties don't even talk nothing. Literally, it's a sole opposition, figure out there talking about everything. So the extent they are not saying, oh, it's everything that he's talking about this thing. So how is he not doing that? Did Kenneth Okonkwo actually say that? Have you guys watched the video? Like I said earlier, I haven't, watched that video. Third, according to Jeff Okonkwo, he said, his complaint that the obedient movement is leaderless reveals a fundamental misunderstanding of how grassroots movements function. Movements are not called. They do not require a single dictator. The obedient movement thrives on collective action, not blind loyalty to one man. Okonkwo's demand for Peter Obi to control the movement suggests he misunderstands its organic nature. Did Kenneth Okonkwo say that they should control the movement? I find that hard to believe. What? Control who? See, this is the thing I just said right from the... There's no movement that he's going as in control, as in people are slaves or people are what? These are citizens. Citizens are angry. Citizens are tired. Citizens are feeling pain. Citizens are hungry. Which control is Peter Obi controlling anybody to come and say he should control the obedient movement? Okay, that means he should control the whole citizens in Nigeria, because literally people think that it's the people who are saying they are obedient on Twitter that the obedient movement. Obedient movement.
When news broke about Senator Adams Oshiomole's altercation with airport staff and LP staff at the Murtala Mohammed Airport Terminal, he quickly granted an interview telling his own side of the story. In that interview, he claimed that he never blocked the entrance of the terminal, but as you can see in this video, the terminal gates are locked and he's calmly sitting behind the gates with someone else beside him. Wasn't he aware that people videoed him while he blocked the gates? You see, there's no justification whatsoever for Adams Oshiomhole to react the way he reacted that day. Whatever the airline or their staff members did to him, whether they cancelled his ticket or cancelled the flight, whether he came late or not, he wasn't supposed to react the way he reacted. And remember, in the statement that APs released, they accused him of assaulting their staff member. So you can imagine, coming from a senator. So you can see there's no justification whatsoever for his reaction. And for all the people saying, these Air Peace staff members, these airlines that always cancel flights, this is payback time. Everyone should support Oshiomhole, that Oshiomhole was supporting the masses. This, that is not really necessary. He shouldn't have reacted in that way. Reaction can be best described as a reaction of a tout. Yes, you have to comport yourself in a better way, especially when you are in the airport. What he did was tantamount to holding the airport hostage. And in many countries, maybe including Nigeria, depending on the people that are in power, it qualifies as terrorism. Yes, but we all know that no one will hold him to account. In fact, that was his motivation in the first place. Because if he were to belong to the opposition today, he wouldn't try that. He wouldn't even contemplate it, because he knows that they will use him to set an example. Yes, and shame to all the airport staff, all their security personnel, that you are supposed to remove him from the airport. Two wrongs never make a right. Even if someone assaulted him, he shouldn't have blocked the airport terminal. Yes, he shouldn't have held the airport terminal to hostage. A lot of people move into the airport terminal, they move in, they move out, some are traveling, some are not. Imagine locking the gates of the terminal. They were supposed to do their jobs, but in Nigeria, many people are afraid to do their jobs because of victimization. The system is not a fair system. When you go to court, despite being innocent, you are not even sure that you will get that justice. So this is why many people run away from doing their jobs. They'll be looking at the VIP. Who is this man? Does he know my oga? Does he know the minister? Does he know the president? Maybe if I do my job by arresting this man, I might lose that job. He will just call someone on phone and I will be sacked. So this is why many things are not working. If something like this can happen in an airport in Nigeria, then it means we are not serious. We are not serious about many issues. In fact, what happened to Oshiomhole that day was Nigeria that happened to him. How many people have experienced cancelled flights in Nigeria? Have they taken the laws into their hands? Have they ever blocked the airport terminal? Have they ever held the terminal hostage? No. But imagine the way he reacted. Despite the fact that he came late, the gate has already been closed, but he wanted to be given that treatment, that VIP treatment, because he's a senator. He wanted to be boarded by force. Now, P2B has reacted to the whole saga in what seems like a jab directly thrown at Adams Oshiomhole. He posted this on his verified X handle. He said, "I just arrived in the UK this morning on Air Peace from Lagos to London. I have now taken almost a dozen flights to and from London on this airline. I want to sincerely thank the management and staff of Air Peace for their professionalism, consistency and competence on this route. Once again, I use this opportunity to appeal to Nigerian elites and political leaders to give strong and deliberate support to indigenous businesses. It is never easy to run any business in our difficult environment, let alone highly capital-intensive sectors like air and land transportation, especially given the challenges of competitiveness and rising operational costs. Nigerian businesses need our encouragement and patronage, not harassment or unnecessary intimidation. Supporting local businesses, particularly those that create massive employment, is critical to job creation, economic growth, and sustainable national development." So you can see this is a direct jab at Adams Oshiomhole. For those who follow Nigerian politics closely, it's a pity how Adams Oshiomhole has changed over the years. Remember when he wanted to contest for governor the first time? He told Gani Fawehinmi that he wanted to contest. And you know what Gani Fawehinmi told him? He told him he should contest for president. Yes, he was that good. He was that revered. Nigerians had a lot of respect for him that time because they saw him as a fighter of the masses. He was always reasonable in every argument he made. But today, Adams Oshiomhole feels he can lock the airport gates, block people from accessing it just because he missed his flight. Whatever they did to him doesn't justify him holding the airport terminal hostage. As simple as that. Thanks for watching.
Show here on Arise News. The governor of Akwa Ibom State, Umar Eno, this week reacted to comments made by actor and politician Kenneth Okonkwo on Arise News' flagship news program Newsnight, during which he criticized the governor over his recent defection from the People's Democratic Party to All Progressives Congress. Okonkwo said he was particularly disappointed with Governor Eno for admitting that he is still politically inclined to PDP and described him as a political transgender. Let's take a look at that.
Let me tell you something about this defection. The worst from the opposition is moving into the ruling party. The best from the ruling party is coming to the opposition. And I give you an example with the governor of Akwa Ibom State. His commissioner on information and strategy, he said, my political orientation is rooted in principle. And I've long opposed APC's ideology and the conduct, which stands is reaffirmed by majority of Nigerians. This is the summary of it. His own political career, rooted in principle, thereby telling the whole world that his governor is unprincipled in this move. And he said the ideology and conduct of APC have been rejected by Nigerians, and this is what it is. Can you imagine a whole governor coming out to say, I can't fight like we girl. Hey, in 2027, I want a smooth sail. I still love PDP. That's transgenderic. He's a man that behaves like a man that has the genitals of a woman.
Okay.
Can you imagine what on earth? You don't want to fight like me, and you want to be a governor like me? Okay. But I can't say whether the man is behaving. He's just a political transgender.
Well, Governor Uno Emo responded to that by throwing a jab at Kenneth Okonkwo, who shot into the limelight with his performance in the 1993 Nollywood blockbuster Living in Bondage. The governor said that people like Kenneth Okonkwo are ironically still living in bondage.
People that are talking, even those that are not from Akwa Ibom, even those who feel they have done things, they tried everything, they've tried to become actor, they failed, they are still living in bondage, trying to poke their mouth into what does not concern them. Tell them that this is living reality. He should go to his state and fight. He's an attempted politician. He tried in Labour Party, he ran away. He tried acting, he was living in bondage. He's an attempted lawyer. He has never moved one motion before. So such people, don't listen to them. This is within my rights. And he is not from Akwa Ibom State. We don't welcome him in Akwa Ibom State. This is Akwa Ibom State matter. As the person on the driver's seat today, I am the one holding the steering. And I know where go slow, no go day. I know where pothole, no day. Now make me the carry Akwa Ibom, go for express. Express.
Talk about the classic exchange of fire. However, for a bit more on post-defection Akwa Ibom State, under Governor Ueno, with special focus on issues and prospects. We've now been joined here on the morning show by Aniekan Umana, who is Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Information. Good to see you, Honorable Commissioner Aniekan. Good to have you join us on the morning show.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Crossfire between your governor and actor Kenneth Okonkwo. Don't tell me that the governor was upset by the political transgenderism that Kenneth has brought into the Nigerian political lexicon. Why do you think that he deserved a response?
Well, first, I thank you so much for bringing this up and for inviting me to be part of this conversation. I listened to Kenneth Okonkwo's outburst, and of course, the governor, in his right, also responded, which is expected because there are certain things that are not expected of certain adults. When you begin to use certain languages that you know as a lawyer that it's totally slanderous, transgender, we know what that means. It's slanderous. You're getting into things that are out of place. Why not talk of issues and politics and so on? And you start making...
You don't think that he uses as a pawn? A pawn was intended.
No. What kind of pawn is that? You know how offensive... You know how
transition into another. No.
The mere use of that word, you know the connotation, you know the meaning. It's not the meaning. So for me, it's unfortunate. And then talking about moving political parties and so on. Yeah, Kenneth, as you saw in that, acted a script, a film, because he himself moved from PDP to APC to Labour and failed in all of these movements. And now he is involved in some kind of discussions of coalition and so. So who is more Catholic here? And if the governor of Akwa Ibom State decided within his right to move political party with the people of Akwa Ibom State, it's within his right and it's within the right of the people of Akwa Ibom State. So what is the business of Kenneth Okonkwo? That's simply being a meddlesome interloper. And meddlesome interloper clearly in a matter that does not concern you. So who was fighting him when he moved his own political party and had issues with the political parties that he ever belonged to, if he was really a member of any? So for me, I think there are things people should concern themselves with, and those should be issues. I'm not beginning to get into it. He didn't even end there. He went on symphony to begin to call the governor further names, which brings to question issues of morality and upbringing.
Yeah, but the governor responded.
Yeah, the
governor still living in bondage.
Yeah,
and many people are saying
exactly
online that the governor is not just a governor; he's also a pastor. And if you're saying that he has refused to leave his bondage, you think that that's a becoming...
Yeah, so it is right for Kenneth Okonkwo to insult the governor. When he insults the governor of Akwa Ibom, then he insults the totality of the people of Akwa Ibom. And it's not acceptable.
No, he insults the governor, I think.
Yeah, yes, he did.
I think Steve
He did.
was just
And then if you even listen to
on
the second one on symphony, he used all sort of uncouth language that brings to question the character and upbringing of certain persons. And I think some of these issues, we need to re-examine how people think and how they conduct themselves, and the reason why they have reflected what they have shown in the society in the past years that they have claimed to be in this space.
I was just going to highlight what Steve was saying about the governor also being a pastor, and obviously we all remember the parable of turning the other cheek. Do you think in the governor's response he was just
politics
not,
you don't really turn the other cheeks completely.
Okay,
you don't turn the other cheeks. In politics, yes, the governor is a pastor, but who also said that the pulpit is not where you can also speak truth and tell people things
that can be wholly wrong.
Yeah, well, if you call it wholly wrong, but I think this meddlesome interloper should concern himself with the issues that concern him. The people he's working with are talking about his coalition. How many of those people today were not founding members of the PDP at the beginning? How many people can he really point at today that did not move from one political party to the other? What is his interest in Akwa Ibom and issues concerning Akwa Ibom? Okay, why not bother focus on issues? Are you talking of development? Can you fault the governor on that? Are you talking of performance? Can you discuss performance, discuss development? Yes, even if you are talking of political movement, look at the merits and demerits, if any. But in this case, this is a movement that the governor made, supported massively by the people of Akwa Ibom State. The totality of the people of Akwa Ibom State, in their good percentage, have moved with the governor already. So where is Kenneth Okonkwo's view of his likes in this matter? Okay. On the 11th, when the governor left, he left that movement on the 6th and went to Nice in France to attend the UNI Rising Ocean Conference. And when he came back on the 11th, the people of Akwa Ibom State marched out in their numbers and trooped out. The airport was almost impassable, wanting to receive him because they've not seen him from that day to the first time he came back. The last time we witnessed that kind of mammoth crowd and movement into the airport was the day the airport was opened in 2009 by the Senator Godswill Akpabio's administration. Okay. So that's what was. So Kenneth Okonkwo should focus on where he comes from, focus on his acting, because clearly you can see his acting. He's used to acting. So even in his speech, you can see he's acting. Whatever script he's acting, let him keep acting it. But Akwa Ibom State is more important for us as Akwa Ibom people, and we're interested in our development. We are pleased with our governor. We are pleased with the Arise agenda. We are pleased with his performance. The people of Akwa Ibom State are pleased with him. And of course, within his right to move and with the people of Akwa Ibom State, he has done that. He has said that expressly.
I would like us to move a bit forward and move a bit away from Kenneth Okonkwo and the governor, Umo Eno. They're joining issues with someone you have described as a meddlesome
But he abused them. He is currently discussing on how Peter Obi, when people change party, he abused them. He is currently discussing on how he will become vice presidential candidate. The Obedience said the only reason they are supporting him is so that Peter Obi will be the president of Nigeria. Anything short of that, they are not going to agree. He has been having meetings to become the vice presidential candidate. That is rumor. He has accepted it. When Jonathan was president, the most heinous crimes were committed when Jonathan, a Christian, was president.
No. I won't subscribe to that.
So when President Goodluck Jonathan was sitting president, there was Chibok girls. Close to 17 local governments in Borno State were taken over by Boko Haram. Even Jonathan himself said that in his own government there are Boko Haram. The chief of defense staff died from plane crash. In Abuja, 80% of these roads in the city centers were divided into half. Everybody used one and the law enforcement will use the other. That's the palpable fear that was in the country at the time.
Now, do you think Nigeria is still under some form of colonial power rule and all
Yes, 100%. In all sphere of life. Politics is not religion. In religion, once you accept Christ as your Lord and Savior, you die in Christ. If you leave him, you have backslided. Politics is an association. It's a interest-based association. You have every right and any time to leave any political party to another. If those values that you cherish are no longer in place, it's not a religion.
What values guide you in politics? And what personal values do you cherish that guides you?
National interest. You are correct. Muslim ticket has not changed. But do you know what has changed? The fear I had that motivated me to say I don't subscribe to the Muslim ticket. In the north is where I come from. The governor said, the governor of Borno, that the repentant Boko Harams that were carried, they got them rehabilitated, they trained them and gave them weapons so that they will fight against the insurgent. They ran to the bush with their arms, and that was why they started striking recently. Peter Obi is a master of fake news. Fake news, I said it and I'm repeating it, misinformation, disinformation. And then the most important one is national interest. His self-interest far outweighs the national interest. He is happy to discredit Nigeria. You must give Peter Obi the credit that there was never a third force in Nigerian history, and he gladly brought third force to contest. It will go down forever as a credit to Peter Obi. In fact, maybe because he's the first to start, and that is the reason why he didn't see the limitless opportunities and didn't cash in on that.
Atiku, Peter Obi, and probably like they say, El-Rufai is coming on board. Are you guys afraid of that kind of coalition?
We are not, because they look like association of wild goose chasers. What they are chasing does not even exist in their imagination. It only exists in their imagination. They don't look like they are organized enough to put a threat or fear to anybody, not only the president. That is the reason why we are not moving. No political coalition will defeat a governing party, even if that governing party is weak.
Do you believe President Tinubu won this 2023 election?
Yes.
100%, without any iota of doubt, inside of conscience.
So no, the election was not determined by conscience.
Yes.
It is evidence-based election.
People could see what happened during the 2023 election. It was clear. Everybody could see. You saw it. I saw it. We all saw the election.
Let me ask you one question. Do you believe
yes,
that the obedient movement manipulated some election results?
Now, do you think in 2027 you may go back to Atiku to speak for him?
God forbid. If for any reason, let's say, as well, you throw me out of the window and say, I don't want you in APC, I don't want you anywhere, I will go back to being unattached politician. But if you want an answer, whether I am going back to PDP or going back to Atiku, read my lips. No.
He spoke worse things than this. Than saying, I will
subscribe to whatever form the decision of somebody, because everybody has his own reason.
Now, what is the problem with PDP as a party? What do you think was their biggest mistake that made them to lose that election in 2023?
But majority of them can also have an agenda that they particularly want to drive. So if you go to America, the neoliberals believe that the mainstream media houses push for neoliberal agenda. The conservative believe that the conservative media houses, they push the narrative of the fundamentals of the American society. You know, so agenda is what I look at. And what I study is agenda. So if whatever you want to run, I'll look at what is your agenda. Agenda that is driven by passion for national interest and national security, that is what interests me the most.
Do you think Nigeria is working for everybody or for some few people?
Well, that is relative. And I like the point, for everybody, for some people. So you can determine that per stage. It's not in the overall. At the moment, it appears to be working for some people. That's why President Tinubu wants to make it work for everybody. What do I mean by that? For example, the subsidy we were given before, whether subsidy on dollars or subsidy on the oil, the impression created was that it is made for the generality of the people. We later found out by a Senate hearing that it was actually benefiting certain people. So Nigerian subsidy was working for some people and not everybody. The same thing with the forex regime. When forex are given to banks and the rest, they don't make it available to the people it is intended for. Those who want to go to school, those who want to go for medicals, or people who are manufacturers. These are people that are supposed to access. But few individuals who access the forex and nothing happened. You remember in the past administration, we saw that. So President Tinubu now is trying to make it work for everybody. So he removed the subsidy, invest the money on critical area that affects everyone. So when you invest in roads, for example, there's no road in Nigeria that is made for certain people and not for another. When you invest, for example, what we're doing in the medical field, free cesarean section to people, subsidy on prescription drugs, and you know, there are certain elements that are lifelong. This is for everybody. But NEL fund, you can't say everybody, but every indigent member of the society, those who cannot afford. If you take it and give it to people who can afford, then it's for some people. But when you can't give, because you are trying to create economic equilibrium so that there will be access to opportunities by everyone. So I love, at the moment, we are moving Nigeria away from working for some people with the intent and intention to make it work for everybody.
Now, I want to get this thing on your personal level now. What values guide you in politics, in dealing with politics? What personal values do you cherish that guides you?
National interest. And national interest is what? Is compound, is broad, right? National interest is that which will promote Nigeria among the Committee of Nations. That which will protect the interests of Nigeria so Nigeria and Nigerians can compete favorably. That which will protect the integrity of the Nigerian nation. And why are all those things necessary? Because if they are put in place, that means you and I can compete with somebody in America or Canada because of globalization. Now, globalization means that yesterday at the residence of the president, we met the African Footballer of the Year, Ademola Lookman. We met with him yesterday. A Nigerian African footballer acknowledged globally because of what? Equal opportunity. When the nation is undermined, then the potentials of the people in that nation will as well be exploited by people. That's why they come pick up our brains to their countries, and then we do not deploy our brains for the interests of Nigeria. So whether you look at education, whether you look at science and technology, we look at information and technology, you look at all other spheres of life, there's a brain drain. Because we have not provided a platform that Nigerians can have pride in the Nigerian nation. So that the money you make should benefit your brothers, your sisters. If Nigerian investors are in Nigeria, they pay their taxes in Nigeria, they recruit employment in Nigeria. So the first beneficiaries of the blessing of God to mankind will now be his people. But when everybody moves out of the country, that means you are benefiting a society outside Nigeria and not your people. So national interest is what drives me the most, sir.
Now, you know why I asked that question on national interest? Because I want to get it. Initially, during the run-up to this election, you were we are a huge critic of the president, current president now.
Correct.
But suddenly, you now made a switch to start speaking for him in this very bright manner. What derived that kind of change?
So that the use of the word suddenly doesn't apply here because the elections were concluded. In fact, it was even litigated. At the point in which the president was declared as the president, I could have switched at that time. But I also stayed in the opposition till the cases are decided to the Supreme Court. As soon as Supreme Court gave her verdict, it means all political activities have come to a stop until the next election. So what then are we faced with after that time, other than governance?
The problem now is that most of these things, those things you raised up that period, it didn't change. The Muslim ticket that was a major concern did not change.
Right.
Many of the things you accused him of that you were raising up at that time didn't change. They were still there. So what now happened? This is if I have a personal value of I'm not going to eat something.
Right.
There is nothing that's going to make me eat that thing, even if that thing is served with a golden plate.
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily all those concerns you raised up that time did not change.
So let me give you an example with the analogy you gave. If you say I'm not going to eat this,
yes,
you say nothing that happens to it that will make you eat it. But that's not correct. If you, in those days, if you give me vegetables, I don't like them. If I take pawpaw, I vomit. I didn't like them. As I grew older, I discovered that on the basis of medical explanation as to fitness, as to health and the rest, I needed the vegetables, which I never liked before. Now I realize it's good for my system, so I eat it. Same with tea. I know diabetic, but I don't used to. Before everything in my mouth has to be sweet. As I grow older, I discovered that already you are getting the sugar from other food that you are eating. So why must even your tea be full of milk and tea? So I love taking tea without milk and without sugar. Why? For my health. Because I'm no longer that youthful person that before you say John Robinson, I would have burned 1,000 calories. So I have to ensure that less calories come in, less sugar come in, and then I don't used to, okay, apart from football that I play, I never liked the idea of being in the gym for 1 hour. What are you doing? But now I stay in the gym for 1 hour. You're running, you don't like it, but you have to do it for my health. So I will apply that to the Ashiwaju project. When I left him, I have said that in every platform. You're correct. Muslim ticket has not changed. But do you know what has changed? The fear I had that motivated me to say I don't subscribe to the Muslim ticket. I'm a minority from Borno State, from the northern Nigeria. We're in gender species. Everybody who is in Nigeria knows that if you're from the north, the first fear you have is that your hope should come from the center. When there is a good governance, it might trickle down to you.
Yes.
When the center look like the reflection of your local level, then you feel like you're doomed. But when in your fears, the center is constituted, so your strongest fear now is allayed by the decisions of the center. So what are those decisions? One of the reasons why we, the minority, we cry out when we see that kind of ticket is because we know that it closes our opportunities. It blocks us from having progress. We don't see ourselves in the centers. We are further thrown down. When the president came, he started introducing equity. You have seen from different northern Nigeria where he's given opportunities to the minority. For example, the chief of defense staff from southern Kaduna. If you go to my Borno state, for the first time in history, in my southern Borno alone, we have about 2 or more special advisors to the president. And then you look at development in whether you're looking at Plateau or Benue and some of this one. And it is not only in the north, even in the other parts of Nigeria, because there are minority there. So what has changed now for the health of Nigeria? Those things that I feared could happen have been allayed. So if not, I am a winch. Or
if you come through the window, it doesn't necessarily make you that you coming through the right channel. Why don't you go through the same right channel and win while standing? Like if you are fighting with a man and you,
it's your duty to do it. If the government does anything to somebody, they will say the government has maltreated. Because of that presumption, there is nothing you do when you are with government that would please the people as much as how they will be pleased when you are against the government, because they believe when you are against the government, you are speaking for their situation, the victims, because of the belief government in power is villain, the people are the victim. It's not only in Nigeria, anywhere in the world. The governing party, so if you are speaking for a governing party, you are most likely going to have less applause.
Now see, this Boala, I don't know what I want to call his name. This man can lie. How good. Let me disable Allah where we know. We live, we everywhere, destroy Tinubu left and right. Talking from two sides of his mouth now. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Yes, today is Sunday, 15th June 2025. How you guys doing today, my wonderful people? I appreciate you all. That's all we literally have for you guys today. I just have some articles that I'll need to take here. But before I will take this article, I'd like to appreciate and acknowledge some of you already on the comment session. Guys, help us to press on the like, help us to share, and so that we can do this quickly. When I post out a link for those of you that want to join us, please, it will be nice you come in on time so that we can quickly do all this together. But nevertheless, the people right there in the comment section start with my mom, mother for mommy diaspora. Good evening to you, mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do. Appreciate you always. Thank you so much, everyone right there. Happy Father's Day to all the wonderful fathers all over the world. Thank you very much, my wonderful people. I appreciate you all. I know say Mother's Day is always there. A lot of Mother's Day in the year. You know, be like say reach 48. I don't know. Now only one that they give us. So only one that they give us. You know, I appreciate you all, my people. Abu Azi, thank you very much, my brother. I appreciate you for all that you do. Thank you so much, everyone right there already. Peter Ife, thank you. Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, thank you. Christian CXL, Mother Peggy Modi, God bless you all, my people. Good evening, good evening, good evening to every one of you. Timmy DB right there with us. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Kenny Hondo, I can see you. It's good to have you on the show today. It's been a while. Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Guys, help us to press on the like and help us to share. Then we have more people already there. Kislogeraki, Bukajon Oga. Thank you very much. God bless you all, my people. Then we have Osabovo Konga in the building. Thank you very much. And Christian CXL, once again, Patricia Fema, dear sister, God bless you all. Then we have Lucy Eno, Wisdom Lucky. Thank you, my wonderful people. I appreciate all. Upright TV in the building today, Divine Cross in the building today as well. It's been a while for Upright TV. Thank you, my people. Mike Akembari, my brother, I can see right there. Arinze Shukuma, thank you very much. Good evening to you all. Ejidima in the building. Good evening to you, ma. Thanks for joining us today. Oremi Abdul, Uzamudi Ame Okosun, thank you. Pius Muye in the building today as well. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Discussion Channel TV, Didi Anthony in the building today. God bless you all. And I see many people today. Along with Akiwo, see my brother. Along with the way you did since. You don't be you tired. It's been a while. Marcos Iweta, thank you very much. Good evening to every one of you. Debsy, I can see you. Thank you very much. Oyin Tombra in the building. God bless you all. Just do your part by pressing on the like. Help us to share. Black Panther, my brother, in the building as well. Thank you, my wonderful people. And I believe I've mentioned all the name. I've acknowledged all the name already. So I'm going to post out a link in case you have something to say on this broadcast. If not, when I just finish my article, say one or two things. I don't jackpot, and I be that too. Clifford, Isabel, thank you very much. Good evening to you. I appreciate you all, my people. I'd like to quickly take this article that I have here, link I will post it here. Let's take this together sharply. Okay, this one, you know, but I would say I go like, but let's take it. Now, Trump, this one is coming from People's Gazette. You know, Trump plans general visa ban on Nigerians over Tinubu's government corruption poor database. Oga Trump, the administration of the United States President Donald Trump has commenced plans to place a general visa ban on Nigerians over corruption in President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government and poor intelligence sharing between the two countries. Citing a State Department memo signed by Secretary of State Marco Rubio, the Washington Post on Saturday listed 36 countries, including Nigeria, amongst those under scrutiny and consideration for visa restrictions to the USA. The Trump administration cited a lack of government transparency, and proper database to freely vet the background of travelers from these countries as the reason for the incoming ban amid effort by the government in Washington to reduce immigration to the United States. Some country has no competent or cooperative central government authority to produce reliable identity document or other civil document or other suffered or they suffered from widespread government fraud. Others had large numbers of citizens who overstayed their visas in the United States, the newspaper said. They went on, talking about Tinubu's corruption, if the president is corrupt and all that, the people cannot be trusted. So the way it is right now, they say if your president cannot be trusted, even you under your president, you cannot be trusted. That's what we see, Kislogeraki. You hear what they talk, say, because they don't trust your president. So, it be as it get. Divine Cross, are you guys listening? Debsy, are you there? Mr. Johnson, Emmanuel, they are talking to all of us. For those of them who are in America, Black Panther, make una help us go talk to our president. Say, make it they calm down. Make it they calm down. You cannot generalize what is currently happening right now. I mean, they let them be specific and be direct over their dealings, their actions, rather than piling all Nigerians together, including the satanic government and past, for all of us to suffer for what we don't know. It be as it gets. But meanwhile, my last article is this one, coming from Peter Obi. Peter Obi is trendy for the past days. Kenneth Okonkwo, the maker and trend, and him himself, the lambast on this government, not small. Vanguard said, Benue killings, failures of leadership stain on our conscience. Peter Obi, and I talk this one, and which not true, because now see the video that I posted on this afternoon from Very Dark Man actually went to Benue State, how they set people on fire and all that, how they take my children and everything. A lot is going on, and our government have not addressed this till now, if I'm not mistaken. The presidential candidate of the Labour Party LP in the 2023 election, Peter Obi, has blamed the killings of over 200 persons in Benue State by suspected armed herdsmen on the failure of government, describing the sordid affair as a stain on our collective conscience. He said this in a post on his verified X handle on Sunday, which is today. The ex-Anambra State governor said, unquote, my heart is heavy as I learn of yet another horrific series of killings in Benue of women, children, soldiers, and displaced persons, all senselessly slain. This tragedy has become too common in our national life. The Benue situation now calls for a national emergency. Now, so it's supposed to be if we get government. Over 200 lives have reportedly been extinguished in a single onslaught, homes burned, families shattered, and communities left in ruin. This is not merely violence, it is a failure of leadership, a stain on our collective conscience. Every life lost is a Nigerian life, each one precious, each one irreplaceable. We cannot accept the normalization of mass killing. It is intolerable. The primary duty of any government, federal, state, or local, is to protect lives and property. When it repeatedly fails, we must ask, what kind of nation are we bequeathing to our children? To the people of Benue, I say, your pain is our pain. The blood of our loved ones cries out for justice. The survival of our people must not be negotiable. It must be urgent, deliberate, and comprehensive action. To all relevant authorities, I say that the time has come to move beyond symbolic gestures to decisive deployment. Let your actions speak louder than visit or statements. The time has come for the government to prove their commitment to protecting citizens, which is the primary duty of any government. A safe, secure Benue is not too much to ask for. Exactly. It is our moral duty, our national duty. This is not the Nigeria we deserve, not the Nigeria we aspire. Now, this is crazy, man. We must end this bloodshed. We must reclaim our humanity. When that video, I'm gonna go watch him. That video that I posted today from Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man was actually crying though. We're in a country where no government. The sad part of this whole thing is just that all of them are just the same. Yes, now we cried over this whole thing during the time of Buhari, hoping that another government will come, things will beginning to change for the better for all of us. But all these people, they are just the same. Check it. Since the time of Jonathan till now. No. Let's say since the time of Obasanjo till now. These people, they are the same. The only person that that was willing to work for Nigerians to do the right thing was Yaradua, but they're not letting him stay, or maybe illness or whatever, I don't know. It's crazy. It's really crazy, man. This country right now, there's no single security. Everywhere is balablu and bulaba. Not be smart, my people. We are here. It's crazy. In case you want to call in, this is the best time for you to call in. Let me take 1 or 2 calls before I round up. And if you want to ask me questions in the comment section quickly, let's do that. I only have 15 minutes or 10 minutes more to stay here. And if not, I'm rounding up right away. Do you know that some people who stay out of Nigerian news, I don't blame them. Because if you check it, you see that it's so heartbreaking with what is happening in our country. To be honest, it's really heartbreaking. Thank you, Madam Patricia. I can see you on the backstage already. Thank you. It's crazy. Our situation is so repetitive. The government are not doing anything about it. Peter Obi that we voted for, they're not letting him rule. I don't understand. They do everything, rule them, thief them, run away with it, and you cannot use it to do the right thing. Look where we are today. Mother Deborah, please talk to us, man. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, man.
Hello.
Thank you, man.
Good evening, everyone. Happy Father's Day, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, man. Nobody wish me happy Father's Day for comment section, no. Thank you. Thank you, man.
When they forget Father's Day, so may I remind you.
They don't wish me, not tired.
That's an indication. Fathers should do more. I think the fathers should do more to protect their children.
As we they do reach. They give una 48 Mother's Day in a year. Then they give us only one. You still say we should do more.
Okay, look at what is going on in Nigeria. If we truly have fathers, they should be protecting children and women. But you can see that they are not doing enough, Mr. Elvis.
It's crazy.
So I really hope they will do better so that they can be celebrated more. So just a quick one. Good evening to everyone, and happy Father's Day to all the good fathers all over the world. You are all doing an amazing job. So I just want to speak on one particular issue that bothers me. Honestly, it's the issue of this Benue, things that are happening in Benue. This recent in Benue State. This has been going on for a long time. And anytime I hear about what is happening there, honestly, it breaks my heart. But I'm still wanting to ask Nigerian people, especially people in other states, why are they not in solidarity with what is going on? Why is what is going on in Benue State? Why are other states not feeling concerned? Why are people in other states not really feeling concerned? There's not much. You don't see much people really talking about it, especially people in other states that are not affected. So I don't understand. Is it that they are not bothered, or they are waiting for it to affect them before they will speak out? Because that what is going on is really, really heartbreaking. And I hope a lot of Nigerians will speak out, and people in other states too. There should be protests all over the place in solidarity with what is going on there, so that the government will be able to address this issue. But people keeping quiet, tomorrow it might be your own state. And that's how other people will keep quiet as well. You know, if you're keeping quiet because it's happening in Benue State, when it comes to your own state, that's how people will still keep quiet when it's happening to your own people. Please let's speak out so that this genocide will end, because it's been going on for way too long, and there's not any enough attention that is given to it. Even the media is not really saying much about it. When they talk about it, they just talk about it as if it's really not something that is serious. Please, I really hope that there will be a lot more, how will I even put it, media attention given to it. Very dark man has gone there. Yes, I think he's giving it attention, and I really hope that there will be much more people. And I'm speaking to Nigerians in other states that are quiet about what is going on there. It might be your turn tomorrow. If you don't speak out, it might be your own turn tomorrow, and that's how people will still keep quiet. You know, when it is happening to you. So let us speak out, and my condolences to all the families that have lost their loved ones in this whole act of terrorism that is going on in Benue State. And I really hope, although I don't see Tinubu able to do anything, but I believe if there's so much pressure on the media and everything, maybe it will gain a lot of attention publicly, and they will be forced to do something. Because at the moment, it's not getting the kind of attention that it needs. And that is my worry. You will expect that by now, it should be all over the social media. People should be talking about it, so that at least the government will know that there's a lot of people talking about it. But that is not happening yet. If not for you, Mr. Elvis, that is still putting it out there, and a few media that are talking about it, it's not really gaining the kind of momentum that you expect that such a thing should be gaining. People are feeling less concerned. When I even call some of my friends and I tell them what is happening in Benue State, they don't even know what is going on. And they will say, is anything going on in Benue State? They act as if they are not aware of what is happening. It's such a sad situation that even you that is not in Nigeria seems to be more current with what is going on in Nigeria than even some of them that are living there. But when it affects them tomorrow, that's when they will start to cry. I really hope that more people will speak out, so that at least it will gain more attention. It's not really the kind of attention that it ought to get. It's not getting it. Then a quick one about Kenneth Okonkwo. I think Kenneth Okonkwo is just making a mockery of himself. And the way he's going about it, I think he's going to lose a lot of support. You know, if you're going about something, that the way he's going about it, even me now, I'm beginning to feel that I cannot even trust him, because he's just going about making accusations, and if he wants to support Peter Obi, let him support him. If he doesn't want, let him go and join any party that he wants to join. But you cannot gain people's support by acting the way he's acting. And even if he comes out today now that he wants to contest for anything, I don't even think he will get support like that.
Thank you.
Because the way he's acting now, a lot of people are beginning to dislike his approach. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
And Deborah, thank you very much, man. God bless you.
Thank you for the good work that you're doing.
I appreciate you, man. Thank
God
you.
bless you too.
Yes,
Bye-bye.
All right, let me take another call quickly. We have Black Panther with us on the phone. My brother, thanks for calling in. Talk to us. Good evening to you.
Happy Father's Day to Nigeria and Nigerians in the man.
Happy Father's Day to you, my brother.
Bless everyone. Let's celebrate this one like never before. You know, now only have one life, one wire they give us. So let's celebrate it. Let's shout it out so that the women will be jealous and we don't, Thank you, everyone. Today's our day.
Yes.
All the fathers are blessed. You'll continue to be blessed to Jesus Christ, God. We are strengthened. We walk in divine earth. We will not hit our leg on the stone.
Amen.
Our ways are pure. We come to walk the path of Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith. May God bless all the fathers in Nigeria. May God bless our mothers, especially that are praying for us. Thank you. And I want to say here today that Wala is enjoying his all these looted funds that are being used to pay them. They are enjoying it. So that is why he's speaking from his foot, because he's not speaking from realities. So I will not let anybody speak much, but there's one thing I pick from his word. When they ask him about, do you think there is an external force influencing Nigeria? He said yes. Nigeria is big power than the terrorists. That one I will never forget. He made that statement, and holistically, the problem of our issues, we should not only look at it internally, but there's a side, there's a big one that is sending them things with sharp messaging to read our people. And I also say that Kenneth Okonkwo, like I said yesterday, we have lost him. So anybody that is pampering himself, let nobody pamper anybody in this revolution. If you don't want to join in the revolution to make sure that we get our country back, you sit down, get away. We don't need you. After all, you are still a member of the country. Anything that hurts us, we also hurt you, no matter how rich you are. So we are in here. Don't beg anybody. If you don't want to talk on Nigerian issue, don't want to front on the way forward, just there, don't beg them. Let them go to hell. They are still in Nigeria. They can never cease to become in Nigeria. They will never cease to be in Nigeria. So my brother and sister, those of us that are championing the freedom of this country, let's continue. And for the Benue people, all of them, their soul rest in peace. And for those who that perpetrated that evil, their soul will never rest in peace, because we know one day they will die. And I want to say this to the Benue people, the Benue youth. Please, I beg you, stop being gullible, stop being timid. Take your security yourself serious and go for them. Be serious. Be serious with your security. Fight like never before, because you don't have any security from the federal government. The federal government has sold you all out, sold every one of us out. That is why we must stand and secure ourselves. And now, God bless you, and happy Father's Day to everyone.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Happy Father's Day to you too. Thank you. All right. Before I will come to Madam Patricia, I would like also to listen to our brother here, Mr. Common Sense, concerning this Benue state and what the Pope have to say as well.
13 e 14 giugno nella città di Yelewata, nell'area amministrativa locale di Guma, nello stato di Benue, in Nigeria, si è verificato un terribile massacro in cui circa 200 persone sono state uccise con estrema crudeltà, la maggior parte delle quali erano sfollati interni, ospitati dalla missione cattolica locale. Prego affinché la sicurezza, la giustizia e la pace prevalgano in Nigeria, paese amato e così colpito da varie forme di violenza. E prego in modo particolare per le comunità cristiane rurali dello Stato di Benue che incessantemente sono stati vittime della violenza.
Of course, Nigeria does not have a president, because if Nigeria has a president, the people and the government of Benue State will not be running to Vatican to ask the Pope Leo XIV, who was just sworn in about barely a month ago, to come and speak, commiserate, and add international limelight to the issues happening in Benue State, where a genocide is currently happening. Even if Reverend Father Hyacinth Alia is of the same party with the current President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he has seen that the man is worthless, is valueless, is useless, is clueless, and his ineptitude is inept, to say the least, of the things and travails of the Benue people. Because to him, the most important thing in Tinubu's head is how he's going to come back to governance in 2027 and have a 2 term of 8 years where he can begin to stamp his authority as being a political maestro in the annals of history of this country. God forbid to that one first, or we're going to pause there. But unfortunately, Reverend Father Hyacinth earlier has also led to the crisis in the state, because if he has been up, if not for politics and propaganda, that he's tried to play with all of these crises, it's high time he called out the APC government, APC-led federal government, of being very despicable, terrible, terrific, worthless, and overall nonchalant to the lives and properties of people of Benue State, and indeed on a larger spectrum, the Nigerians. Because I don't know why you are running to the Pope Leo XIV, who has enormous work to do, but he has to speak. And look at the Pope saying there that Christian communities are the one that this massacre, this genocide is happening. And like everybody has said, it's almost very visible and audible to see that this same herdsmen, terrorist herdsmen, jihadist herdsmen, go around and buy people, take their lives, stab them to death, as it were, burn them alive, and then burn their houses. But if you do anything about crisis management and issues like this, you will know that when houses are burned after massacre like this, it is a cleansing that is going on. They are invariably telling you, we don't want you to remain here. And by all standards, let's go and do the analysis. There are political insinuations, there are religious insinuations, there are resources insinuations. All of this, only a people are suffering all of this. They are suffering the political turmoil, they are suffering religious war, they are also having resourcical battles, having people battling for their lands and with all of the resources that they likely have. But a government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has imposed himself on the people, is yet to act. When you ask them, why are things not good economically, they say, ask your governors. Now they are saying, why are Nigerians not protected? He say, ask governors. The same state governors you have refused to empower with state police. The same you that have refused to, if all of the political submission conferences you have had in the same magnitude for security, we will not be where we are. But the man is so concerned. I'm happy that it's getting very clear. My friend will say it is audible to the deaf and visible to the blind, that this man has nothing in stock. Even if you give him, like Daniel Bwala said, 30 years to be president of Nigeria, nothing particularly will change. Again, I make it very clear, Nigeria does not have a president. And now let's leave Tinubu for a while and move on. It is the Pope Leo XIV that is making that statement. All over Nigeria today, churches, big and small, had services. None of them took the pain. Even Reverend Father Hyacinth, the governor of Benue State, has had to run to the Catholic pontiff to go and seek help and draw international assistance and aid or attention to the crisis that is brewing. It was brewing. That has consistently continued in the state. My only worry is that all of the fathers of faith in Nigeria, the Papa Iya Adeboye, the Bishop Oyedepo, and all of them, they have kept quiet. Because you know why? So much corn has been exchanged in the relationship they have had with the current government of Nigeria. If you look at the pyramid of Pentecostalism in Nigeria as it stands just now, you will know that sitting on top, almost comfortably, is Papa Iya Adeboye, the only Nigerian pastor of the high class spectrum that somehow do not have any affiliation, relationship, or reverence for Papayi Adeboye may just be Pastor Chris Oyakhilome of the Believers Love World, or otherwise known as Christ Embassy. Every other pastor, it is either you are submitting directly, whether you call him your spiritual father, you call him a burden or a father, or you call him a grandfather. Either you are submitting directly to Papayi Adeboye, or you are submitting to his son that already submits to him. People like Bishop David Oyedepo, Apostle Suleiman, Prophet Isa El Buba, everybody most likely submit, and even those that are of his age grade and have the same ministry experience, somehow give him respect because of somehow a few things that he seems to have working for him.
It's so disgraceful to know that all the way to Pope, now they go cry to, and Pope is already speaking for us, but we have a lot of religious leaders in Nigeria at the moment. I'm not sure they are speaking against or speaking on what is happening in Benue State right now. We have leaders. We're supposed to have government, president. None of them is speaking. Does it mean this thing is orchestrated by question mark? What's happening? Anyway, I'd like us to move on right now. Let me come to Madam Patricia, so we'll take it from here. Before I call on you, Madam Patricia, get close to your mic, and let me quickly appreciate Michael Ganemaro. Thank you very much, sir, for the Father's Day wishes and for the super chat. I'm very, very, very grateful. May your pocket never run dry. God bless you. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Thank you, everyone, right there. Social Channel TV. Thank you. God bless you all. Stella and myself, it's good to have you on the show today. Happy birthday to you once again. I guess you enjoyed your day yesterday. I appreciate every one of you right there. Press on the like, help us to share. Madam Patricia, please, you are the only one on the panel. Just talk to us and let's find out. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, Niger family. Everyone watching us from where you are watching us from. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Yes. Please, like Mr. Elvis said, like and share. And let me also appreciate everyone that also have super chatted Mr. Elvis. Happy New Week, by the way, to you all. Yeah, Mr. Elvis is really sad. I want to commiserate with everyone that lost their dear one. My condolence, my deepest condolence to every one of them in Benue State. This is genocidal. It's not a new. It's not a new thing anymore. I think we should not be tagging it as herders and farmers clashes, because I know some journalists, they are still using such lies, propaganda, to suppress what is going on in those areas. And it's a shame that at this time of our history, we see these so-called leaders fold their hand and watch, the citizens bite and erase from history under their watch. I am very sure that the leaders are involved. I'm very, very sure about this now, because this community or this state has been targeted since Christmas till now. You can imagine how many people that have died up till now, and there's no direct order, there's no direct instruction to the military to go to war with these people, with the people that are committing this mayhem on Nigerians. I thought they said General Musa or whatever, he went to that area. Was it not that area he went to? So how come under his watch this is happening? If he's in that place, then I think he should resign, because he's not capable of really being the chief of staff of of Nigeria. So it's a shame that so many people are, deprived of life every day, and we just sit and watch. And there is time that Nigerians wake up and say, you know what, we will not take this anymore because look, they say if your neighbor's house is burning, if you fold your hands and say it not concern you, it's not my business. The next place the fire will spread to is yours. It's your own house. So it's time Nigerians everywhere start speaking. Because when they finish with, cleansing these people and, eliminating them as, deplorables, where next are they coming? That's what we should be asking ourselves. And that should prompt us, that should charge us up, brace us up for war against these people. We cannot tolerate one more killing of Nigerians anywhere in Nigeria. Not to talk of these very states have been in the, limelight for this issue for this long, since December. Yeah, it's maybe they only get like 2 weeks break and then the attack continues. So do we really have leaders? If you ask me, I would say no, we don't. The leaders, they are in cohort with the destroyer of the citizens. So now it's getting clearer that probably this so-called elite class, they want to eliminate the rest of us for only them to have Nigeria to themselves and their families. Because that is what I can only think at this point. Because it looked like the common man's life does not count. And if it does not count, which means it's only theirs that count. I think it was it not, when was it? Please, somebody should help me. I think it was whether the IG's wife that was adopted some time ago, not too long ago, maybe 3-4 months ago, and they actually went after the adopters and delivered the woman. So how come when it comes to theirs, they know what to do to deliver them their own, but when it comes to the common Nigerians, nobody knows what to do, and they can be used as deplorable? I think this is just getting out of hand. Nigerians need to wake up and start calling them out for what it is. They are evil, every one of them. Every one of them. Every one of them, they are evil. Because I don't see any reason why people should wear their clothes, wake up in the morning, dress up and go to and sit on that House of Assembly or Senate. To do what? When people are being deprived of life in the same country, and you people are doing nothing, you people are saying nothing. So, Mr. Ives, Nigerians, we have to now come in terms with the fact that we are on our own. We are on our own. These so-called leaders that are there, this political class, they are not there for Nigerians. Nigerians need to wake up and begin to, find a way to rescue themselves. We need to find a way to rescue ourselves because these people are not going to rescue us. They are not there for us. They are there for themselves. And I believe they are in cohort to eliminate the rest of us. That's what I can see in this whole game. Because how can anybody tell me that President Tinubu said that the venue that they were renovated for billions, that when the fair went there, he thought that does not depict who Nigerians are. It does not represent them. Who are them? The elite class, of course. Because if anybody come to Nigeria, they will see poverty in the streets. They will see poverty in their eyes. They will see poverty in their clothes. They will see poverty when they speak. So for you to say that the building does not represent Nigeria, which means the people don't count. It's all about material things, what you can amass here in this life. That's all that counts. Humans don't count. Because if human counts, you want to decorate the humans. You want to make them more glorious than buildings. You will make their life worth living than buildings. But because they don't count, that's why you have a misplaced priority. Misplaced priority to paint buildings, to glorify buildings than glorifying humans. So, Nigerians, look, until you are ready, these people will continually to put shege and pepper in your eyes. And then, if you don't come out now and start to speak unison, this people, when they finish from Benue State to eliminate the Christians, there, they will come to the next place and do the same. So it's high time we all come together. I don't even know what Khan is doing, because I think Khan is a political association. It's not a Christian association. It's a shame that they have that name, because the true Christian in Nigeria, they are not in that organization called Khan. They are not there because they cannot be there. Because how can you keep quiet and see people being massacred every day, and yet you are politicking with people's life? So it's a shame. It's a shame. And Donald Trump saying whether he wants to sanction people that has a criminal record from Nigeria or Nigeria. And I don't see that as anything sustainable. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it as sustainable. I don't see that statement to be something they can pull through, because why? They know already now. They know already. The Donald Trump is the daughter not married to a Nigerian. Eh? So what are we talking about? Please, they will not deceive ourselves. Look, all these people that are thinking that Donald Trump is coming to be your God to rescue you, and you are just wasting your time. It's not going to do that. He has his plate full where he in America there where he's dealing with. So I don't think he's going to mingle himself with Nigeria issue to sanction Nigeria corrupt leaders. Is it today that they have been there? Did he not know that before when he was there the first time? Is it the second time now he wants to do something? So please, don't let anybody mess with our intelligence. I don't believe that. So I'll leave it at that. But it's a shame, Mr. Elvis, that this is happening and everyone is folding their hand and watching, looking from afar, looking from a bay. But when they finish with this genocidal, the next place they will come. So it's time, Nigerians, to wake up and call evil for evil and know that nobody is coming to rescue you, not these leaders, that you should rescue yourself from them. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it at that.
All right, Mother Patricia, thank you very much, man. I appreciate you coming in to give that submission. Thank you very much. God bless you. Mother Stella Masamedo, thank you very much, man. I really do appreciate you for the super chat. God bless you. May your pocket never run dry. We are very, very grateful for all that you do. Thank you so much, man. All right. We have Midwest people in the building today. It's been a while. We got Midwest people. More than 78 years now. You never tell us. Thank you, sir. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, my brother. I greet the whole house. I think my network is somehow, but I hope my network is good. You are hearing me.
We can hear you.
I saw all this while I'm so busy, sometimes when I come back, my schedule for towards in the evening, so it's a little bit very tight for me to be part of the show. That's very unfortunate. And today I saw the topic here about Benue. The only thing I want to say is that what is happening in Nigeria is a revelation that for many years, we as a citizen of that country, we have been programmed unknowingly. The way they program us is for we to, see ourselves individuals. Other people's problem is not mine. I'm better than my neighbor. I can, solve the problem myself. And as a result of that, these politicians, they were criminals, and they become so smart to just build their empires. And today, the way it is, nobody want to bear the cat. Now, what is happening in Benue State, the way we are seeing it today, I just pity everybody, because what lies ahead is far darker than this. It's not going to respect anybody at all. It's as if we are not a laid down dog. It's very clear that the federal government cannot handle this. It's above them. These guys are getting more sophisticated. They have sponsors, because this is a country that is loaded with enormous resources. We saw what is happening in Democratic Republic of Congo. Even before the independence of Nigeria, they have been in that crisis. And the resources of that very particular country is sustaining big countries that we Africans are running to. And I think they have also seen opportunity to turn Nigeria to that kind of situation, which is very unfortunate. Because what about the politician? What about the people? If it happened in Benue and the rest people everywhere, they are out today questioning our leaders, what exactly is happening? Whether from Lagos, from everywhere, there's a real full-scale demonstration against this action. I think the world leader will see us as a serious people. That's why they are so confused. So they don't really understand why citizens would be so quiet when this is happening. It reflects, the reason is that, as I said, they program us. As one of our, the last speaker said, where are the pastors or something like this? To me, I now understand those pastors, they are just businessmen. Those God told me to tell you, they are all live from pit of hell. None of them have heard the voice of God. It's just the voice of their mind, what they think, and they just pour it out and say God is speaking through them. Now I realize they are pure businessmen. They don't want to lose their business. They don't want to lose what they have, achieved for so many years. They build their mansion on earth, not in heaven. It's the poor people they were teaching those kind of messages. And again, they themselves, they've divided us through different names of churches, even when we call ourselves Christians. So this is what these guys are exploiting today. Very unfortunate. This is exactly what they're exploiting. And it's going to get worse. First of all, let me also ask another question. Now it is happening in the northern part more than the southern part of Nigeria. And where these people are being, every day they've been devastated, it's still the simple that is feeding us. So if this thing becomes a full-scale crisis, how are we going to feed ourselves? I keep on asking that question, whether we actually have a leader at all that have vision. Because for many years, I've been seeing this thing is going to get worse. We don't have security officials that is going to solve this problem, because our intelligence gathering is very poor. Identity of citizens is not to the government. We don't know who is in Nigeria. People are just moving up and down. They are even deploying these guys to everywhere. Go to every state in the south. You see strangers coming with trailers. Just who are they? These are the next people that is going to carry out a full-scale crisis for sure. And while the leaders are watching, no one is actually making a move. No one is actually trying to do something different. My pain is that it's Benue today, but what lies ahead is worse than what we are seeing in Benue. Because our politician, if it become a crisis today, you see these guys we call senators. From Abuja, they will board their flight and abandon that country. Even the president, if care is not taken, and leave the poor masses to it. And that is exactly what's going to happen. They are not going to wait, because they harming themselves, they have overstressed. The politicians have released, according to them, I think 300 something thousands of these people. And the army took many years to fight, arrest. Instead of them to persecute them, they call them repented. They pour them into the society. Government tell us that he has a data of those guys that were released. They have right to come to my place. Can Lagos State say I have data? Can Benue say I have data of these people? The answer is no. So you can't even trace them. We don't have their crime record. We don't know whom they are. How are we really benefiting from their repentance? And again, when they were repenting, they repent based on their religion. It means they are also motivated by their religion to commit that crime. You can see the whole game. So it's dangerous and it's not going to get better, except those who want to deceive themselves. Not Nigeria army. The army they have been overstressed. For many years, because of corruption, all those money they used to give to them, they try to pretend that they are actually fighting, and indeed, so many of them are actually fighting, still protecting us. But most of the generals are now super rich because of this corrupt process. They divide the money, they don't account for anything. As far as we don't have the data, capture data of the citizen, we're going to lose this fight. It's not a kinetic fight. All those kinetic, they are not even kinetic in the army. Just imagine. We're talking about life here. What are the rest citizens doing? We can't just blame Tinubu for everything. We saw demonstration in Benue. Can't the rest state join and say, no, enough is enough? And let the politician know that, look, there is a big vacuum. As these guys are hungry today, a no state actor will hijack them, equip them, and it become a full-scale crisis. And that's what is going to happen in Nigeria case. People will keep on crying, but I know there will be among them that will say, no, enough is enough. This is a fight we must fight. And then we become a full-scale crisis. I pray for it not to get to that state, because if it happens with the abundant resources we have, I tell you, the kind of crisis the country, that very particular place is going to see from all this world there. So, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Hello.
1 minute more. 1 minute more.
Okay. So all these countries that are mining our crisis, they will go to Geneva to discuss our issue. We will not be there. They will go to New York. We will not be there, and the resources will just be going, which is very sad. Let Nigeria as a citizens rise up and call the politician that, look, we have been solving our problem by ourselves. We don't have electricity. We have to go and buy a generator. You can't even, the government cannot run primary school. We have to patronize private schools. Everything is just fetch for yourself. But on this case, this is security. It's unfortunate. We cannot employ police to guide every one of us. It's not possible in any society. So the government must provide it. We're dealing with a government that has never solved problems in the history of the country. So how are they going to solve this? Nigerians have been fetching for themselves. Everything. No pipe-borne water. You go and dig your soil and get your borehole water. So imagine that. Road will spoil. The street people have to put money together to get a grader to grade it. So you are not expecting them to mobilize an army and secure life. It's not going to work. Let's go to cry out to see whether maybe before it becomes something they cannot handle, the people may likely come here and say enough is enough. That will just go back to the national government and let people secure their own people and their own space. Thank you, Nigeria World. I give the space to that person.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, our Midwest people. It's good to have you on the show today. And before I call on Mr. Jonathan, I'd like to appreciate your saying government there. Thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. God bless you. Thanks for all that you do. I appreciate you. Guys, press on the like, help us to share. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir. It's good to have you on the show. Happy Sunday to you and good evening to you, sir.
Mr. Davis, happy Sunday to you. I greet you there once again. God bless you greatly. And happy Father's Day as well.
Thank you, sir. Happy Father's Day to you too. Thank you, sir.
I greet my fellow panelists. Happy Father's Day to everyone. God bless you all greatly. Mom Diaspora, welcome. Bless you greatly. I greet you and all the commenters and all the callers. I greet everyone. Happy Father's Day to everyone. God bless you all. Okay, welcome. You see, actually, what made me to actually join this the panel today is this Benue, the Benue killings. You know, this spy that just happened. And I was normally, when things like this happen, I don't normally rely only on Nigerian news. So I go on all the networks available, especially international ones. They even give you more credible reports because Nigerian media they are not credible. Just as the entire system is not credible, the Nigerian media is making they are the chief enabler, the major enabler of the failing system. So they will paint the story here and there. And when you now go and get reports from other sources, even Fox News, even ABC, Al Jazeera, even the German Deutsche, Deutsche and the news network, the international news network, you will see the consistency in their reports. When you match it with the Nigerian one, you will be seeing the loopholes. That's what they do. And it is so sad that this is continuing. It's unabated. When you read the Nigerian news, some of them will tell you 20 people why, 20 people why, 30 people why. When you go to the international news network, they are reporting over 100 people. So what are we going to, which one are we going to take now? If you don't have anyone, just go to ABC. So for me, with my rational thinking, I would take the ABC report. Despite the fact that they are even international, because they have a process of vetting and auditing their news report before they publish it to a very, very, very large extent compared to that of Nigeria. Because it's all propaganda and lies. That's what they are feeding us with every day. 20 people in this Benue. And when you corroborate the story from the international network, they said they burnt the bodies of people, burnt that they cannot count. So when you that align with the 100 than just the 20 they are reporting in Nigerian news media. What is happening in the North Central is more devastating. It is more. See, you can't even. What we're hearing in Nigeria is it is the people there that are facing it. This is so sad. The people of the community, the Guma community in Benue State right now, they woke up yesterday morning. This thing happened Friday night stroke Saturday morning, early Saturday morning. And they all saw the bodies of 5 people, burnt, unrecognizable. The only in Nigeria now, we just saw the plane crash in India a few days ago, a couple of days ago. They are already reporting of DNA report to identify the bodies. Almost half of them have been identified. Who is identifying the bodies of these people now? No standard. Everything is being done haphazardly every day, and the whole system is comfortable with it. It is lies and propaganda from top to bottom. The president the other day came out and said the Naira has been stabilized. Who are you lying to, Mr. Tinubu? Stabilize what? If not for the fact that Nigerians have gotten used to it. They have gotten used to the $1,600. Stabilization in the eyes of Mr. Tinubu is the fact that, okay, it has been there for some time. That is the definition he's giving it, which is wrong. Which is wrong. Which is a failure. You can't even use that on any standard. By any standard. It's all lies, all true. Inflation is going almost 40%, the real numbers. They rebase it and they are happy and romancing it and say it's 22, 23. Who is fooling who? Lies everywhere. As if that is not enough. Now they are lying with the lives of people. These are people, not just people now. These are Nigerians, for crying out loud. What is their problem? What is their crime? That they are living in that part of Nigeria? That are living in the rural part of Nigeria? That they are poor? Is that a crime? Now, these are people. These are families. And the only person that takes the full responsibility is Mr. Tinubu, is responsible for this. you are responsible for it. If not anything at all, the fact that you have not personally visited any of these locations, any of these communities or villages, just to visit them when this event happened, within 24 to 48 hours, max 72 hours when all this spy happened, you have never appeared in any of them. That speaks a lot. That speaks a lot. The fact that you have not, you are not doing your job, period. If for any reason at all, you have been visiting these locations, these communities and villages where this horrific, barbaric slaughter of Nigerians have been happening, surely, very, very surely, your reactions and actions will have been different. 360 degrees. It will never, never be the same, because you are a human being. You have blood flowing in your veins. If you had been there, for the fact that you have been going there repeatedly, like it happened now, and 2 weeks later, another one happened as a leader now, you are now there again. Within 2-3 months, you've been in that same area for 3, 4, 5 times. You're definitely, beyond any reasonable doubt, your actions, every actions that you have taken will have been completely different. You will not be relying on those fake security intelligence reports that they are giving you. The ones that you are reading, you put your glasses on and you will read them and you'll be comfortable with it. The lies that they are giving you in the name of intelligence report or briefings that you receive consistently on a daily basis. But if you have been there on ground personally, like this one now, they fly you there, you are there. You see the bodies of people burnt to ashes that are unrecognizable. They are all there in the social media. We're seeing them. Something that they can't even you can't even, like on this, they can't even show. Nigeria can't even bring them here. If you are the leader of a country, just again, reference the plane crash that happened in India a few days ago. The prime minister was out there just for one person, one lone survivor alone. He visited him. There are survivors or survivors in this one. Which of them are you visiting, Mr. Tinubu? Just compassion, leadership with compassion, empathy. That's all what it is. And if you express and if you show compassion and empathy, your decisions will be different. It will be different, normal, because you are a human being. You're not an animal. You're not a gorilla. You are a human being. Your actions it will be completely different. They will not come and rub it on your face, stupid intelligence report. You will compare what you have seen on ground with the report that you are receiving. The same people that are giving you this fake intelligence report are the people that are also convincing you or even confusing you and all together not to go there, because they will have advised you properly. Mr. Tinubu, you need to be there. You need to go there. This is horrible. This is barbaric. This recent one that happened yesterday, over 200 people. Don't listen to that fake report, the Nigerian media report of 2030. Over 100 reporting. Sorry, over 100 people. Why? Over 100 people. This is sad. This is sad. We don't have a government. The one who call himself the president, Mr. T, you are not doing your job and you are responsible, 100% responsible. Going forward, any pie in that region for the past 1 year, you have been responsible for it. You are not just taking responsibility because you are not doing your job. What are we going to say as Nigerians? Somebody was saying the other just now that I believe one of the callers that Nigeria, we don't stand up for our own. And that is the way we are in Nigeria. Nobody asks questions. Nigerians don't fight for themselves until it happens to them. They don't. They don't ask questions. That is why people like Mr. Tinubu can shovel himself down our throat, and they were doing nothing about it. A man that nobody knows how he made his money. It is the story of a man who is a thief, who is a criminal, and is asking his son, who is now a thief, that he should show him how he made his money. That is what Nigeria is doing. That is what the EFCC is doing. That is exactly what our system is doing. You have criminals, full-blown criminals, superintending over the country. People that we don't know the antecedent, we don't know how they make their money. None of us know. If you do, come and tell us. Even those ones that are claiming they have industries here, they have this here, where are those industries? Let us see them. And they will be pursuing Yahoo boys. It is the story of a father who is a criminal telling his son, who is now a thief, to come and show him how he's making his money. That's what Nigeria is doing. And it's not going to happen. That son is going to be more criminal than you. That's your son. That son is going to be more criminal than you. Eventually, that son will buy you. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Our younger generations are worse. They are growing in it. They are getting worse. You can't even rely on them for anything. That's why they can flip-flop anyhow. Because they've seen it happening all their lives. And what are we going to do? Over 100 people buy, and we have a leader.
1 minute more, sir.
And finally, Mr. Elvis, please, on this visa ban, the proposed visa ban by US, you see Nigerians, you know, Nigeria is a country of lies. You know, Nigeria is a country of propaganda and lies. They are very good at it. That's what they do for a living in Nigeria. They are aware of it.
They can lie for this country. Jesus.
They are aware of it. They've been giving the heads up more than a year ago. That's why you see that they are running. You see this one that they are running like a chicken that its head has been cut off. E-visa. Cosmetic renovation of airport. That's what they want to do. They want to deceive countries like United States. That's what we are seeing. Internally, they have the heads up that this is going to happen. And that's why they are deceiving us with everything that we're seeing. They are not really real about it. A country where you cannot, who knows who in Nigeria? As of today, 2025, 21st century, who know who is who? Can the Nigerian government come out with the reliable data of Nigerians that this is who we are? These are the number of people living in Lagos State. These are the number of people living in Ogun, in Benin City, in Port Harcourt, in Kano, in Kaduna. Can Nigerian government come out with that data that is verifiable and real today? Mr. Ivis, thank you very much. Really, really, really appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, thank you so much. I know time is not always enough for Mr. Jonathan. Mama, quickly, 10 seconds.
I bet Mr. Jonathan, I know Mr. Jonathan say because Tinubu not be animal, not be so that human be not be animal. I wanted to just add that even animals, you know, when the other prey, stronger prey, take their predators, take their kids, they still fight back, even though they cannot. So, which means I don't know. Tinubu is worse than an animal because I don't think he's an animal. Because animals still fight back, even though if they cannot do anything. You can still see that they are in pain, that their kids have been taken away by the predator. So that was what I just wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, two more to go. Mr. Odowa, it's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us. 8 minutes sharply.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Njawash. Good evening, everyone in the panel. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Happy Sunday, happy Father Day, happy Mother Day, happy Children Day to everybody. Thank you all. Commenters, listeners, and viewers. Good evening to all. Well, I don't really watch this thing. I was not online. I did not even know. But I can only refer to when the Pope was speaking, or when the Pope spoke, talk about the killing or in Benue State. I thank the Pope who show concern about human life that happens in Nigeria, because the what we call Christianity in Nigeria are business people who don't care about human life. They only just care about the offering and tithes, and pastor seed, come and sow seed, come and first fruit, come and this, that, they will collect from you. So they did not even know what is called Christianity or religions that they follow. So for the Muslim, who will tell you that when you comfort them about killing, they will tell you, no, those people are not really Islamic people, that it is against their whatever to destroy, to buy people or to do this. So it shows that what we are facing, that Nigerians don't value human life, because the Nigerians themselves, because these Fulani that are destroying Nigeria, to what we know, Uthman Danfodio, which is their orator, or who bring Islamic destruction to them, because the people have bring Islamic to the Nigeria people before they invite Uthman Danfodio. So they came from whether Mali or Chad. That is their origin, Chad. They came to Nigeria. But if Nigeria themselves, who doesn't care about human life anymore, who like money than human life, who like money than their brothers. Because I remember when we were not being deceived by this Christianity, we believe on our traditions. We tell
Mr. Odowa, we lost you. We lost you there.
Are you not hearing me?
Now you are back.
I'm talking. Okay, maybe network.
We lost you again, Mr. Odowa. We can't hear you anymore.
In that time, we practiced that the one person gave birth to a child, but the child belonged to entire communities. That is why in Edo language we used to say, Noren.
Mr. Odowa, your network is failing. We lost you again.
Living among us. What is?
Your network is bad now. We can't. All we are hearing now is what is. That's all we are just hearing for the past 7
Can you hear me now?
What is?
Can you hear me?
Back. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you. So as I used to say that what happened now is not happening before. It is the proverb we throw for a stranger, because strange things is happening in the land. If the Nigerian, I believe in that Benue state, the past governor, whether we know that this destruction was still there, but he was able to stand and mobilize his people and said, now let's revenge. That's why Buhari were against that demand. It is because why will we call federal government? Why do they have power? It is because we, the Nigerians, we fail ourselves. If what happened in Benue, my state did not protest, the other state did not protest, the other state did not protest, so they don't care. But if things happen in Benue, we all said what is happening in Benue is happening to all of us. This thing will stop immediately. But because we don't care, if that is why when it happens in this community, everybody will go to farm the next day, doesn't care. But until we begin to put in mind that the foolish servant said, it is my enemy, it is my friend they beat today. They did not beat me. If they finish beating your friend, tomorrow they will beat you. So let all of us take these actions and say enough is enough. If they happen in even in Zamfara,
Let all of us say it is happening to us. And if we block House of Assembly, block Army Barrack, block all these things, we stop. Ghana Jawash, there is video, I don't know if you watch it. 2 Nigerian soldiers, one from Edo State. Those kind of things, you will have play it to back what is happening now up. Then one Yoruba man also have spoken that how they recruit Boko Haram, how the Boko Haram have to shoot one of their own soldiers. So how the people that are responsible of this, their terrorism in the military, the one who said Boko Haram should come and bring gun, that one day this Boko Haram will become the president. Those kind of video will be what you will be using to back up these things that people are doing, so that when people want to speak and when they will now be able to spread this kind of video along with this kind of informations. So that is what I have to say. Thank you, Mr. Najawas. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Doa. Thank you, sir. I'm not sure of the video, but always forward me any relevant video, sir. Thank you. All right. Abdul Malik, it's good to have you on the show. Please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Najawa. Good evening, everybody in the panel. Good evening, Nigerian. Are we really have government in Nigeria? It's like we don't have government. Because I see no reason why such mass, not one, not two, not 300 or something, people have been by almost one day, right? But nobody, government, they don't even talk about this. What type of country is it? They don't value their human being. They don't value human being. All they value is just how to loot, how to destroy. People are dying, are buying somewhere, but government, they don't talk about this. As of bread, the same thing. They don't even deliberate about how they will tackle the insecurity there. And those government, they know the sponsoring of Boko Haram terrorists. Why can't they prove those people? Because that is the engine. That is the people that give those people power. If they track those people now, those people that will not have power anymore because there is no fund to buy ammunition anymore. And the government, they know the sponsor. Why can't they prove those people? That is the number one thing. That is what they're supposed to do to cope this insecurity in the country. How can people 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not 100 or something people have died almost one day, right? But no government don't talk about this. I see that big video is there, right? Let them enter street, not one day, not 2 days, till the government make their requirement before they leave that street. Peaceful protest, so that government will secure them. Government to secure human property and human life. But Nigeria government just to destroy people. You are losing your citizens every blessed day. But you don't care. All you care for just to campaign ahead of 2027, 2 years coming. But some essential things that are necessary in the country don't talk about this. And those social media, all those media in Nigeria, I don't know what they are doing. They don't even broadcast those news so that the international body will see. People are buying, but we don't see. They will just see people buy, but we don't see video. No video, nothing. I don't understand Nigeria, the way the country is going. Every day we experience different type of thing in the country. Now, how the country will be fixed? How? Even the prominent men there, they are the cause of it too, because they don't talk. Yeah, they're quiet because they have voice, they have power too, but they don't say anything about what is happening. They are the problem too, because when they say something, government we hear them than honorary citizen. But they don't talk, they're quiet, just like all those former presidents, like Obasanjo, Goodluck Jonathan, all those people. They're just quiet like there's nothing is happening because they are secure on their self. They forget about honorary citizen. Now, how can they help themselves? Nobody knows. Even though they come out to protest, they cry. Government don't even hear their cry. I hear that USA president want to ban the Nigeria for visa ban, right? It should ban the government, not honorary citizens of Nigeria. Let them ban the government to leave honorary citizens. It's better that way. Because honorary citizens don't know anything about what is happening in Nigeria because they are suffering everything in Nigeria too. Let it ban the government, the official. Yes, that is the right thing to do. Not only even European too, so that they will stock in that Nigeria, they will not go to abroad anymore. It's the privilege they have. That's why all those things continue. Because they believe any small thing they run to abroad. Any small thing they run to abroad, they don't care. That privilege, they need to stop them. Yes. Because I see no reason your citizens are dying every day, but you don't care to address anything. How? Who does that in the world? No government. It's like we don't have government. Nigerian people, they are governing themselves. Anything you do in the country, you do yourself. You build a house, you buy generator, you build a house, you put boil. What the citizens are benefiting from the government? Nothing. Rather to extort money from the citizens again. Tariff, you increase tariff, but citizens don't have light they don't have the light to use. But the tariffs every day increase. Tax. How can the problem that the Nigerian people have is that what happens in Zafara or anywhere in the country, the other citizens of other states, they need to comply. Because they don't comply, they feel reluctant, they don't care. Before you know it, we take everybody in the country. That is where we are going to now. You forget about it's not my state. No, before you know, we come to your state. Yes, it happened before and it will happen again. But they feel unconcerned. If somebody die, you know what it takes? Somebody die. You know how soon. It's only God that creates somebody, nobody else. No matter the money you have, you cannot buy soul. Lie. That is the only thing God does. Even the poor and the rich, you must die. You can't buy it. It's only God can create it. We have a long way to go. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
Yeah, Mr. Abdul Malik. Yes, we have a long way to go. That's why we're doing our best here every day. I appreciate every one of you, my people. We're just going to have our final submission just to 2 minutes and nothing more so we can round up. We're already over 2 hours. I'd like to come to Madam Patricia again. Madam Patricia, please, your final submission, 2 minutes, ma'am.
Mr. Ellis, Father's Day, happy Father's Day to every father in the house. But the thing is that this Father's Day is not the same everywhere. Because we do our own on the 5th of June. So, hence I was a little bit, I didn't really commend you for it when I first did my submission. So there are different Father's Day, different nations represent different day for their fathers' celebration. But anyway, let me celebrate every one of you that are having your Father's Day today. Yes, happy Father's Day to you. I will not have any more thing to say. I should come back and wish you especially happy Father's Day, Mr. Ellis. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. Midwest people, sir, your 2 minutes. Okay, you're not there. Mr. Jonathan, please, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Ellis, thank you. I'll just quickly end on this.
I'll come back to you, sir. I call you, you don't answer that. I'll come back to you. Mr. Jonathan, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'll just quickly end on this today, on the point I believe everyone raised it today, which is the fact that Nigerians don't fight for themselves. We need to be calling ourselves out on this one. We don't. fight for ourselves at all. And I think it is high time that we begin to see ourselves in the mirror. A quick comparison is what is happening in the United States just in the past few weeks. And even this weekend, yesterday, the massive protests. What they are protesting for does not affect millions of Americans that came out. They have the right to sit down at home, not to participate. What is their own? Are they immigrants? Are they the one that Trump wants to deport? But I can say that 90% of people that came out here, they are United States citizens. They have no business. It doesn't affect them directly in any shape or form. 90% of them. Not just one state, across board. These are the examples we should be taking, not those ones that we cherry pick. We cherry pick the examples comparing United States in those areas. People will come before you say Jack Morrison. They will come out and be doing those irrational, senseless comparison with United States in every area. These are the typical ones that you pick from. Take the good ones and learn from it. Nigerians, they have not, all the Americans that came out yesterday, all across, I don't think there's any state that is left out. Maybe you can pick 2 or 3 states yesterday. All of them are massive protests. You are talking of thousands of people in each state. Over millions of people, all if you combine together, came out yesterday protesting for who? People that they have no business about. It doesn't concern them. See, I mean, if you look at it on the face of it, they might as well sit down at home. They have no business. That is the lesson.
All right.
Not to just sit down. They are crying us. There are people they are crying. Don't wait until it comes to you, and then you will want people to come out to cry. Nobody will come out to. We should learn. We should be doing the needful going forward. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I appreciate it.
Mr. Jonathan, I agree with you. Don't wait until it comes to you. I don't know why all Nigerians are not speaking now. Maybe they are waiting for it to happen first in their state, or I don't know what is currently happening right now in Benue State. Everybody should condemn it. I'm telling you, these guys are gradually creeping in and circling everyone in Nigeria. We need to speak against it. Meet those people, sir. Once again, 2 minutes. Meet those people. You don't unmute on time.
Sorry. So
Go ahead, sir.
what I want to say is that, as the last speaker said, I think this is the hard time that all Nigeria should come out and unite, demonstrate over this issue, whether it's peaceful, but let the government understand that people are getting fed up. And for those who are still watching from distance, like people from my state, Delta, this is the hard time, particularly the traditional leaders to start coming together and start seeing any way they can put their people together. Like in the past, I see most of the retired armies officers were holding meetings. I think that was like 5 or 6 years ago. This hard time we start putting our heads together. This fight, Nigeria government is not going to fight it. They don't have what it takes to fight it. It's going to spread. They've never been solving problem. In our history, there's nothing Nigeria government has been able to provide. Nigerians are the one to fight, to fetch electricity for themselves, even make their road, water, schools for your children. If you go to public school, that is the school for the poor of the poorest now. Nobody at least that is a little bit a semi-businessman that is a little bit doing well that want to put their children there. No way. So that will tell you how far they have gone. And now
right,
we have. Okay, sir. I give space to another person. Bye.
All right. Ogami, those people, I really do appreciate your time with us today. Thank you, sir. Mr. Oduwa, your 2 minutes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. If Nigerians follow my instruction, everything will be good for them. Because I see no reason why will I leave Edo State to go and join soldier. As for Nigeria, then, because I'm a Nigerian soldier, I will not leave the northern people to come and be killing people in my Edo State. It will not possible. Let everybody defend his place. people of Benue, you are one of the Nigerian soldiers. They will send you to Zamfara and go and destroy you in the name of fighting Boko Haram. Why they will now allow their own brothers to come and be ransacking your own villages, destroying? It is your duty to say, I must defend my place. Because without you, there is nothing like federal government. Without my state, there is nothing like federal government. If not the foolishness of our people, what is federal government? Let us see the state that is the federal government, if not my state and your state. But because of foolishness, I will fold my hand while another man is using his brother to destroy my village. Everybody should go and protect your own village. And let's see if all this nonsense will not stop. So, Nigeria, it is left for you if you will have sense and say, because the worst part is all these Fulani are the major general who are giving control to the Nigerian soldiers. The boy, that is Yoruba man that spoke, he said that this thing that they are giving to the Boko Haram that belongs to Sojan, is even higher than the genuine Nigerian soldiers who are among them, the gun that those people will carry. So and they said the reason that they ransack every village or any place that you will see, they will go free with it. He said because those ones that join Nigerian soldiers are the one who there is those the general are sending to those places. So it is on this video that our brother Aunchi brother and this Yoruba brother who spoke out with their Nigeria uniform this thing. So that is why, and it's on YouTube, Facebook. I post it. Thank you, Mr. Najawa. Let us defend ourselves. Thank you.
All right. Let us defend ourselves. Anyway, at this particular time, everybody's supposed to know what to do. I'll let that one now go talk. Thank you, sir, Mr. Odowa. Final, Abdul Malik, your 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah, good evening once again, Mr. Evis. You see, this issue of Nigeria matter is not easy as you guys are looking at the issue, because I see no reason why people are buying every day, are dying, going down every day, but government officials, they don't talk about this. I don't really get it. I'm telling you the truth. Why government cannot address, or they go there to go and see what is happening in that place? Why? It's like they are the one that are doing it. Yeah, that is what it shows. Because it's just like you are doing something illegally in the country. Is it not government that will tackle it? It's government that will tackle it. It is like they are the one that are doing it. That's why they don't care. They don't talk anything about it. They don't even go there to inspect, to know how the place, to know what is going on. Is it normal? It's not normal. The citizens need, those people, they need to enter street. That state must be unrest, so that with peaceful, not violent, so that from the governor now he will go to the federal, make sure they give them security, because their hand is on it. That's why they don't care. Anything is going on there, they don't care. It's very sad. The country we are living today, just like everybody's on his own, which is very bad. How can somebody defend it on himself? You don't have ammunition. How? Are we going to use cutlass with who hold ammunition? It's not possible. The government, that is their war, that is their job, the soldier and the soldier. But the soldier, what are they doing? It's only when they want to vote somewhere. Edo State, what happened in Edo State? Almost 330-something soldiers they bring there. It's somehow. Thank you very much, Mr. Nigeria Watch.
All right, Abdul Malik, thank you very much. I appreciate you. I want to appreciate everybody who came into this
service
today. Yes, sir.
Please, if you permit me, I just want to throw this out there today.
Okay,
if you permit
quickly.
Just to the Tinubu government, just to throw it out for you. If you like, and your people, you can take it. If you like, you don't. You see, those rural people in Nigeria, in central Nigeria, Benue, Plateau, Taraba, those village people, living in those communities, those are the low-hanging fruits that you can turn to middle class in Nigeria. Thriving and vibrant middle class. You will create millionaires out of them. See, those village people that they are wasting their lives now, you will turn them to millionaires because the land on which these people are living, the government will take it upon itself and begin to negotiate on behalf of these Nigerians to get deals for their lands. You will collect taxes if they want to sell their land, because this is the reason why they are buying them. Government will take it upon itself. If you want to buy it, come to government. Government will handle it for them. Government, you take your Mr. Tinubu. Is it not revenue you are looking for? Is it not revenue you are running all over the place for? That you want to run Nigeria to nothing? This is one for you, low-hanging fruit. You will turn those people to vibrant, sustainable middle class. They will be in their rural areas. All of them will be comfortable, rich and comfortable. They can sell, you negotiate it on their behalf. Take your taxes out of it. Give them their money. This is how to do it, Mr. Tinubu. It's opportunity for you, not the route. That is why we say all these people you are putting in position, they are clueless. But this is just one for you. You can take it or leave it at your own peril. Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I'll leave it there. I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Jonathan, thank you for adding that up. God bless you, sir. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Madam Patricia, for coming in. Thank you, Midwest people. It's good to hear from you today. Mr. Jonathan, thank you as usual. Mr. Odua, thank you very much. And Abdul Malik, God bless you all. All right, those of you that chatted us today, Kenny Ahondon, Michael Ganamaro, Madastella Masavedo, Seven Gomede, God bless you all, my people. I'm very, very grateful. And my people on the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always. And Mr. Abo Azi, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Our people right there, Best Max, thank you. Debsy, thank you. Grace Home and Properties, thank you. Alice Onofeta, thank you. Happy Father's Day. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Thank you, Kiss Noguera here. And those of you that call into the show today, Madam Deborah and Black Panther, I think that was the only two, right? If I'm not mistaken. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all. Ima, I can see you right there. Victor, I can see you as well. Love Banduka, I can see you. Madam Peggy Modi, Murphy Rail, and many, many others. I appreciate you all, my people. Just do your part by pressing on the like before you leave. And for those of you joining us for the first time, you are wondering what the platform is all about. We are just here calling out our government to do the right thing. As you and I know, nothing is working in Nigeria. You can see the continuous killing right now that is going on in Benue State. So we are using this platform to call out the government to do the right thing. That's what we are doing. We're not fighting anybody here. We are calling them all out to do the right thing. If that is why you are here, you're in the right place. But if you are here to protect Satanism, to support Satanism, this is not the platform. Move forward. Some of the platforms that support those kind of things, they're on social media. You can join them. I appreciate every one of you, my people. We've come to this end of this broadcast. I'll see you guys, fingers crossed, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Always look out for our pre-recorded video during the day, 1 or 2. Always go there, and so that you can like, share our videos. Also, press on the super thanks. Super thanks follow all our videos. People don't usually do that. If you can do that, I really do appreciate that. Take care, my people. Good night and bye for now.
Imieva pome, osenina po pepe jeva. I'm having a my gaggy, Popo, Chris, I did know then. Oh, piano, they go, Naggy, go, oh, no, Naggy, they go, Ego, Sebu, Mujua. I can't do that fair. If I can't step agi, una ya de Nabon, I eat to a Iteveni pia, iteveni ku. Waga webye se o, no buka mina chuajo. O, osagu me ni mio matien. No ma mio matien, agite ojo. O, osagu me ni mio matien. No mam yo matien, oh, agite ojo, oh, iteveni pia, ke viteveni ko, wae yalare o, waki mato siona, owe kyo amega mwe o, weno yo hana. Iluwe managi webyo jon agi sede yunuke katona. El ebina uyo buhao, el buhaya ba managi. Uda abagba ebe agi sebe ibiedume. Ama fanoko agi ebi noruwe. Ama nagi lawa agi sede na boye. O piano meigo, egijigo baka, eya ubo aye, ono na anu sake agon. O sakube yo ti o me gbigo, kumeri yo ti o me gbomo. O sanu kumeri yo ti o, me buto me na ti oju. O sakube ware ni mi o ma ti we go be bomo no ma mi o ba ti e buto me agite ojo. O sagu be ware we go ni mi o ma ti e bomo no ma mi o ba ti e buto me agite ojo. O sagu be ware we go ni mi o ba ti